barriers to renting. So how difficult are you going to make it for a tenant to approach you? So certain things that bars a tenant to apply with you is charge an application fee. Don't provide appliances. Don't not use the garage or part of the house, or you can't go in the basement or these other rules. You still get tenants for them, but then you don't get that top of the line tenant for it. Back in the 80s, before the internet, every time we had a vacancy, I had to run an ad in a Star newspaper or Southern Economist in our area. I think our fee to run these ads were around $1,500 per month. Of course, we had a lot of vacancies, and we would take quarter page ads and all of this to attract more tenants. But it's something recently that it have happened that the landlords is not incurring any kind of cost to rent their apartment. Back then, the newspapers would charge $50, $7,500 per ad to run. The credit reports, there were no credit cards or online services for the tenants to pay for themselves. You could charge them a money order to bring for you, but it was too much hassle. Many of the landlords would just don't charge or don't even run their reports. This is something that the tenants, they go online and apply for rentals on some website, and then you receive it, and they have to go through all this documentation, things like that with a third party. It's a recent phenomenon. It used to be the tenant would give me a rental application on the spot or a paper one. I was asking, can I see your ID? They will show me the ID. I give it back to them. I say, can I see your pay stub? They show me a pay stub and I give it back to them. And then within a couple of days, I will tell them if they rent in it or not. Now, as a landlord, these things have changed. We didn't change. So at Fairview, we didn't change all of this. So we don't charge application fees. We try to have a 24-hour decision for a lot of different things. So I end up with a better tenants. Those tenants that you really want to have, you might be preventing them from coming and seeing you. And even if they come and see you, your process might be. It is somehow is in a way that qualified tenant, it's a little hard. I didn't get a good vibe from landlord. Let me see what is out there. And then I come up, apply with me, and I catch all of the good ones. So this is something that you need to look at. So the very first thing that a tenant, you have a vacancy. So that you have to go through this all process. The process is that you need to prepare your apartment. That's not tenant related. Then you need to run an ad, or somehow you let the person know, hey, I have a vacancy. That's where it starts. That's where it starts with the tenant. Now, you raise your hand, you say, I have a vacancy. Now, that tenant have to feel confident or secure enough or whatever, don't feel nervous or any kind of anxiety to approach you. So the first thing that the tenant sees is a rental ad description with all caps. Not necessarily is a good thing. Too many no's in description. Pre-screen the tenant before the tenant had the opportunity to see the place. This is something that a lot of landlords, they do. I don't want to waste my time. I'm going to talk to them on the phone to see even if I want to show them the apartment. First thing, you may violate fair housing because you don't have a script. You don't have a script. Depends what time of day you're calling them or what kind of day you had. You might treat the tenant A and tenant B differently. And that's something that it can cause issues. Landlord discussed the caller previous bad experiences. Yeah. So the tenant calls, says, hello, how are you? I would like to rent your apartment. They said, yeah, but the previous tenant did this to me and they trashed my apartment and it took me 6 months to fix it. That doesn't have anything to do with this tenant. So you're already putting out bad vibes with the tenant. So if you do, then that highly qualified tenant will not apply with you. A tenant that have no choice, or they have something to hide, or they have some sort of issues, and they're gonna put up with you, and they're the one that apply with you. So the process that I'm gonna show you next is designed for you to stay low key, to catch, wrong word, no, not that, I don't, okay, to attract the right tenant. The first thing is called advertising. So you have to advertise in a way that is inviting. So here's the first ad. These are actual ads, okay? So $1,500 rental, market time 128 days, $40 per person application. See what it says? It says requirements, 620 credit score, income minimum, this, no eviction application fee, things like that, non-refundable. This one, it doesn't even say how many bedrooms it is or anything like that. No question about the amenity of the property. That, as a reasonable person that is looking to rent an apartment, and they're qualified and they just need an apartment or they need a new house, they will not approach the landlord like this. If you had a problem with your tenants before, and you don't think the tenants had some minor issues with the landlords too, of course they did. So as many bad tenants that are around, that's how many bad, for a lack of better word, bad tenants there are. As many bad tenants exist, as many bad landlords exist too. So next one, 1,200 rental, market time 117 days, $35 per person. Here. See, again, nothing about the rental. It doesn't even tell you how many bedrooms it is or anything like that. At least this one is not all cap. I don't know what that double star means at the beginning, but oh, pay attention, maybe. Okay. No, this one, $1,200, market time 6 days, no application fee. Check out. Don't like the caps, but okay, fine. Check out this beautifully updated rental unit on 3-line street, 2 large bedroom and a bathroom, a unit, laundry, central air, a schedule or appointment today. You're gonna get all the qualified tenants on this. Because first, it doesn't say anything no. You tell them what you have and looked inviting. So I have, if I'm a qualified tenant, I can rent anywhere, that's the ad I'm going to respond to. I'm not going to respond to the landlord that have all these rules already on the rental application, and they don't even tell me what they have. The first thing you got a tenant on the previous that it says all these no's, have to call and ask him how many bedrooms is this thing at least. Okay? And the next ad, this was one of our ads. So this is a $1,400 market time 2 days. We had 1 weekend. No security deposit, complete gut rehab, and we didn't talk about the screening at all. Sometimes we don't charge security deposits. The reason we don't charge a security deposit because we want to compete with the rest of the individuals. So I can charge a security deposit in certain markets, but then I have to sit on that property for about 2 months. If I don't charge security deposit, I might not sit on the property even 1 day. And then on a highly qualified tenant, you really don't need a security deposit. So this is the difference. One talked about what the screening criteria is, what kind of tenants they're looking for, which the tenants that are absolutely desperate will call their landlord, or a person, they start talking about the amenity of the properties, what you have, how it is, come and see my apartment, we will talk more then. You get all sort of different people. Yes, they will waste your time. Yes, you get a lot of people that they're gonna come on a Saturday and they're gonna keep you there 6 hours for you to show the place. But among all of this, you have a tenant that is gonna fulfill your investment dreams. And the investment dream is collect 100% of your rent, pay your expenses, and become a millionaire.